Why, hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Hell. We've got a few trailers for you today, but I've been dipping into the library from Hell, and I have here, because I want to look very scholarly, a copy of Vladimir Nabokov's Lectures on Literature. And one of the books he writes about is Robert Louis Stevenson's The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He tells his students right up front that they are not to regard the movie versions of this story as canonical. In fact, what he says is, you will ignore the fact that Hamm actors, under the direction of pork packers, have acted in a parody of the book, which parody was then photographed on film and showed in places called theaters. It seems to me that to call a movie house a theater is the same as to call an undertaker a mortician. Well, Mr. Nabokov was still a little ticked off about that Russian Revolution thing, and it's obvious that he had written this lecture before he had a chance to see a remarkably faithful and very little-known version of the Jekyll and Hyde story made by the great French filmmaker Jean Renoir, which goes by the title, The Testamant of Dr. Cordelier. This is the story of Dr. Cordelier and Monsieur Opale. And you, of course, know them better by their English names, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One of the interesting things about this movie, which was a 1959 television film directed by Jean Renoir, is that it follows the structure of the original story, the Stevenson story, very, very closely, as opposed to most movies which start with Dr. Jekyll doing his research and making his statements to the Academy and guzzling his potion and turning into the monstrous Mr. Hyde. This movie is set up exactly like the book, where the relationship between Hyde and Jekyll is kept secret throughout the first half of the plot. I think one reason the characters' names were changed is because it's entirely possible that a modern audience watching this film could go for half an hour or 40 minutes and not really realize that what they're seeing was the old familiar story of Jekyll and Hyde. Now, the thing that's truly remarkable about this little quickie TV movie that Renoir did is the central performance by Jean-Louis Barrault, who is most famous as the mime in Children of Paradise. And you know he's remarkable because if you can actually sell a mime as a romantic leading man in a movie, you've got something. It takes talent to do that. But he gives a performance which is extraordinary and balletic. As the Jekyll figure, Dr. Cordelier, he's very repressed, he's very constipated, he looks as if there's a great weight upon him. When he transforms into the monstrous Monsieur Opale, he becomes light and limber and loose-jointed. He affects a kind of comic walk which is as distinctive and great as Chaplin's tramp used to use. Or the great American film critic Raymond Durgnat once said that he dreamed of seeing a musical version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in which Astaire would play Jekyll and Jimmy Cagney would play Hyde. This is about as close as you're going to get to that. And it really is a remarkable central performance. It's one of the most faithful versions of the story, and it's been hard to see for many years, but it's now out on DVD, and I cannot recommend it too highly.